なおもりミュージックチャンネル。皆さんこんにちは、森井奈緒です。今日はですね、スペシャルゲストをお迎えしてのインタビュー動画となります。We have a special guest for today. He is a super trumpet player from the States. All right, are you ready? Please welcome Mr. Brian Strawley. Yay!
Oh, hey.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
How have you been?
Pretty good. I can't complain. I mean, the best we can, with COVID and everything, it's, we're doing the best we can, but, I'm still going, still playing and practicing. And
Do you practice at home now?
all the time. Yesterday I had 3 hour in the morning job to play. And then later on, I had rehearsal from like 4 to 10 o'clock, but there was a 2 hour break. So the group I'm playing with, it's called the Baltimore Brass Quintet. Baltimore Brass Quintet. It's a good group. It's a good group of players, and we take a long break. So from 4 to 10, but we took a 2 hour dinner break. So it was good. So today I don't play as much. But I'll get back to it.
How many hours do you practice a day?
It depends. Like today, I only played because I played so much yesterday, and I picked up the trumpet today. See, with the trumpet, you never know what you're going to get. You never know how it's going to feel here. It's every morning. It's like, we'll say, okay, So today was like, oh, I feel it. So, these are muscles here, right? All around here, all around. So we got to take care of them. With the trumpet, it's easy to over practice. Then you can under practice. It's like a balance beam, walking on a tightrope,
Right.
It's so, for me, the more, if I under practice just a little bit, things will go. If I over practice. So I always said playing the trumpet physically is not comfortable. So you can't worry about being comfortable here. It's mental, So some days I'll practice, if I can practice 3 hours, I'll practice 3 hours. I would say I try to get in at least 2.5 hours of trumpet practice every day. If I'm feeling really ambitious, I'll do 3.5. I usually don't go more than 3.5 hours. I mean, if you shouldn't have to practice that much unless you're really gearing up for a big performance,
I used to practice like 6 hours a day when I was a university student, but I was always really tired.
That'll do it. He asked me, how much are you practicing a day? I said 3 hours. He goes, that's too much. But you have to do at least 1.5 hours. That's minimal. 2 hours is good. 2.5 is very good. 3 hours is really good. Anything more than 3 hours, you can overdo it. You can really overdo it.
Basically, Japanese people working really hard, sometimes too hard. I know a lot of people who practice more than 6 or 7 hours a day, but maybe it's not good in your opinion, right?
Well, I don't want to say that. Everybody's different. Frank Catarabic, he used to play principal trumpet in the Philadelphia Orchestra. He asked one of his students, how much do you practice a day? And his student said 3 hours. And he said, that's not enough. 5, 4, 6 hours a day. It's different. Some days I can last that long, but I kind of want to do other things. I love music, but I think it's important to live life and experience life.
Sounds very interesting. Okay, I have other questions for you too. It's really fun for me to talk about trumpet. We can talk about it forever. So I have to ask other questions. All right. So when did you start the trumpet and why did you choose the instrument?
Okay. Well, I started piano when I was 6 years old. My dad taught us. I'm the youngest. I have 6 older brothers and sisters, 7 of us. I'm the youngest.
Really?
So,
oh my God, big family.
Yeah. So growing up, we all had to start on piano because that way you learn the theory of everything. And then after 2 years of that, if you want to play another different instrument, you could. My older brother, Steve, played trumpet. My other brother was playing clarinet. So I was like, which one do I want to do? So I chose the trumpet. started trumpet when I was 8 years old. I will not tell you how many years that is. Many years.
When did you decide to become a professional trumpet player?
I wasn't quite professional level, but I started playing professionally when I was 15. I played some church jobs.
Really? Wow.
At a very young age.
Wow,
So,
that's amazing.
By the time I was in the 11th or 12th grade, maybe freshman in college, I was kind of playing close to professional level.
Wow.
But what happened to me, my last year of college, my embouchure, something happened with my mouthpiece, and it slipped down all the way down to, hold on, I'll show you. It slipped down to here.
Okay.
A lip must be inside the cup. And I was like this. My teeth, like, so I had to reset a different spot. When I was in 4th year of college, I was 21 years old, and I had to start all over again. And it was very hard, but I did it and I got through it. And
how long did it take to adjust your embouchure?
I made it more complicated than it had to be. It could have only taken 2-3 months, but I made it more, I overanalyzed everything. So it was like a year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a tough time.
It must have been very hard.
Yes, yeah, but I did it.
Okay, so next question is kind of related to what you talked about now. So have you struggled with improving your trumpet skills or not?
I'm still Am I still practicing to improve? Yes, I am. It's like, the stock market goes up a little bit, then it goes down. Goes up. It's very rarely going to be like this. It'll be like this.
For me, your sounds really amazing all the time. I don't know when you were struggling with improving your skills. I have no idea, but you were trying really hard too.
A lot of work.
But that's good to know. Usually, my subscribers are the people who are really interested in trumpet, or they're also trumpet learners. And basically, beginner trumpet players or intermediate students are watching my videos. You're a talented player, and maybe my subscribers will think, oh, he is totally different from us. But you are still working very hard.
No, I'm just as human as everybody else. And let me tell, just to not give any kind of wrong ideas to some of our beginner students. When I was a beginner on the trumpet, I only practiced 1/2 an hour a day, just 30 minutes, a half hour. That's it. My dad used to, the oven has the little timer on it. When I was a kid, it was not digital. You had to wind it up. And I play piano. I had to practice a half hour. I'd go and sneak, put it up 10 minutes. My dad was like, that's a pretty quick half hour,
All right.
So I started out half hour a day, 30 minutes a day. Very beginner, I would say 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Intermediate, 45 minutes. Intermediate, advanced, 1 hour. Once you're practicing 1 hour a day, that's a pretty good amount of time a day for trumpet. I would say advanced, hour to hour, 15 minutes. Well into advanced, hour and a half. After an hour and a half, like 2 hours, that's serious. That's like serious trumpet playing.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe people who major in trumpet at university or something like
right.
that.
Yeah. But for beginner trumpet player, I do not recommend playing 2 hours a day. Beginner, half hour.
That's really, really good to know. Usually I say to practice hard because I used to practice very hard when I was younger, but that's really good to know for beginners. Thank you. Thank you for your advice. Maybe they will like it. Maybe this is the last question for you. What does trumpet mean to you?
To me, I would say it means a lot of things. First off, it should be, I would say, music first, trumpet second. It's so easy to fall into habits with trumpet. We all want to get the right notes, but I would say music first. So can I give an example? I have my trumpet.
Yeah, of course.
We all want to get the right notes. And every trumpet player misses a note. No one plays perfectly. Nobody. We're all human. To get the high A flat, I got to get that note. Thinking more musically, how about this way?
sounds much better.
No, yeah. So, like trumpet players, they want to get it. It has to feel right. We want to get it right. You got to kind of let that, get that, and go with the music. And so, what does trumpet mean? It's like a form of expression. You know, you can get many different sounds. Like that, heroic. Maybe something sweet and soft. But yeah, so it's like a form of expression. So for me, it's a form of expression. It's something I dedicated my life to. Now that I'm in my 40s, I look back, I love it, and it's an important part to me. I dedicated a lot. I've given up a lot to do it, which is cool. But I'm ready to live some life, man. I want to get out there and live, do other things. Now, and keep the trumpet on. I could still practice 3 hours a day and play professionally, but I like to travel. I want to take the boat out.
Recently, my husband bought a yacht.
Oh man, that's great.
When you visit Japan, let's go sailing.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's wonderful. That way, you experience some life, you come home, you have something to play about.
はい、ということで皆さんいろいろ聞いてきたんですけれども、楽しいインタビューになったんじゃないかなと思います。この動画が役に立った、面白かったよっていう方は高評価ボタン、あとチャンネル登録もよろしくお願いいたします。Alright, Ryan, thank you for letting me interview you today. It was so fun.
Thank you for having me.
Can you say sayonara in Japanese?
Sayonara.
Okay, sayonara, everyone. Bye bye.
Now, Mori, Music Channel. Hello, everyone. 皆さんこんにちは、森井奈緒です。森井奈緒ミュージックチャンネルではトランペットレッスン、演奏動画、さまざまな音楽活動について配信しています。No trumpet, no life!